Explain the key principles of network security. Network security revolves around the three key principles: confidentiality (C), integrity (I), and availability (A), depending upon the application and context. One of these principles might be more important than the others. For example, a government agency would encrypt an electronically transmitted classified document to prevent an unauthorized person from reading its contents. Thus, confidentiality of the information is paramount. If an individual succeeds in breaking the encryption cipher and then retransmits a modified encrypted version, the integrity of the message is compromised. On the other hand, an organization such as Amazon.com would be severely damaged if its network were out of commission for an extended period of time. Thus, availability is a key concern of such e-commerce companies. Confidentiality. Confidentiality is concerned with preventing the unauthorized disclosure of sensitive information. The disclosure could be intentional, such as breaking a cipher and reading the information, or it could be unintentional, due to carelessness or incompetence of individuals handling the information. Integrity. There are three goals of integrity: prevention of the modification of information by unauthorized users, prevention of the unauthorized or unintentional modification of information by authorized users, preservation of the internal and external consistency. Internal consistency ensures that internal data is consistent. For example, in an organizational database, the total number of items owned by an organization must equal the sum of the same items shown in the database as being held by each element of the organization. External consistency ensures that the data stored in the database is consistent with the real world. Relative to the previous example, the total number of items physically sitting on the shelf must equal the total number of items indicated by the database. Availability. Availability assures that a system's authorized users have timely and uninterrupted access to the information in the system and to the network. Other important terms. Also important to network security are the following four CIA-related terms. Identification. The act of a user professing an identity to the system, such as a logon ID. Authentication. Verification that the user's claimed identity is valid, such as through the use of a password. Accountability. Determination of the actions and behavior of a single individual within a system, and holding the individual responsible for his or her actions. Authorization. The privileges allocated to an individual or process that enable access to a computer resource. What are the network security mechanisms recommended to provide security services in networks? Answer. Network security is a field in computer technology that deals with ensuring security of computer network infrastructure. As the network is very necessary for sharing of information, whether it is at hardware level such as printer, scanner, or at software level. Therefore, security mechanism can also be termed as a set of processes that deal with recovery from security attack. Various mechanisms are designed to recover from these specific attacks at various protocol layers. Types of security mechanism are: encipherment. This security mechanism deals with hiding and covering of data, which helps data to become confidential. It is achieved by applying mathematical calculations or algorithms which reconstruct information into not readable form. It is achieved by two famous techniques named cryptography and encipherment. Level of data encryption is dependent on the algorithm used for encipherment. Access control. This mechanism is used to stop unattended access to data which you are sending. It can be achieved by various techniques such as applying passwords, using firewall, or just by adding PIN to data. Notarization. This security mechanism involves use of trusted third party in communication. It acts as mediator between sender and receiver so that if any chance of conflict is reduced. This mediator keeps record of requests made by sender to receiver for later denied. Data integrity. This security mechanism is used by appending value to data to which is created by data itself. It is similar to sending packet of information known to both sending and receiving parties and checked before and after data is received. When this packet or data which is appended is checked and is the same while sending and receiving, data integrity is maintained. Authentication Exchange. This security mechanism deals with identity to be known in communication. This is achieved at the TCP/IP layer where two-way handshaking mechanism is used to ensure data is sent or not. Bit stuffing. This security mechanism is used to add some extra bits into data which is being transmitted. It helps data to be checked at the receiving end and is achieved by even parity or odd parity. 7. Digital signature. This security mechanism is achieved by adding digital data that is not visible to eyes. It is form of electronic signature which is added by sender which is checked by receiver electronically. This mechanism is used to preserve data which is not more confidential but sender's identity is to be notified.